Savenkov at the top of the table there, both just short of the 400,000 chip mark. And Kushyanov did double up 11 big blinds, needs to go again. And Yarkov and Nikolaev 17, 25 big blinds. You know, they're not looking to play for an all-in, but they're definitely going to take opportunities to re-shove over some opens, and maybe in the case of Yarkov, 17 big blinds, even with some smaller pairs, they may just be looking for an open shove. We do see a raise here from Nikolaev.
And it's actually our short stack who's in the big blind right now.
And gets it through, Nikolaev. Chipping up a little bit.
Now we can officially reveal the Platinum Pass winners. I should point out these are not winners of a Platinum Pass. I believe these are winners of the draw from our challenge. Now, these actually might be the names of winners of the Platinum Passes.
No, I would imagine these are $22 satellite ticket winners.
There's 10 of them, so that would make sense.
Yes, I would imagine that's what's happening.
So congratulations to all of those who are going to be in the $22 satellite for the Sunday Million anniversary. Take two.
Congratulations to all the names on the screen. We will, of course, be streaming that event live here on the PokerStars channel as well.
Yes, confirmation that those were the names drawn out of the hat from yesterday's challenge, and of course anyone who completes the challenge today, which is to play 4 real money sit and goes, will go into tomorrow's draw, and we will announce another 10 winners. For a split second, I think people might have been looking at it thinking, Platinum Pass winner?
No,
surely not.
Their hair out somewhere. 10, 30,000 Platinum Pass winners given away.
Oh my word! I've just won a Platinum Pass.
It is a raise from Gary with the ace and the king, and Savenkov in the big blind. This is a part I'm interested to see because Yarashevsky, of course, good pedigree from previous tournaments, and Savenkov been very, very active at the table.
Sure.
Yarashevsky, a.k.a. Gary, of course, 4th on the Ukrainian all-time money list. And Savenkov, actually, Sochi 2017, had a 12th place finish in a for $1,000, but not too much else, which is kind of surprising because I feel like he's been playing pretty well. He seems very accomplished, not willing, not too shy of getting involved in pots. He's made some aggressive bluffs, so surprised to see he doesn't have a little better results. I'm sure there are plenty down the line if he continues to play as he is. We do see a bet on the flop and a call.
Yep. Gary still ahead here with his top pair. Top kicker.
25,000.
And we just saw Yarashevsky go for 2 streets with the ace-7 and unfortunately lose to the ace-jack. He'll be a little bit happy with his hand, obviously a much better kicker. And versus the big blind, Savenkov's going to have plenty of worse aces in his range. I think 8s is probably just a fold on the turn because he does have so many aces that can call. He may get a little bit sticky, a little bit stubborn if he feels Yarashevsky's barreling off hands like queen 10s and king queens and king 10s and 7-8s that pick up a gut shot. It really depends how aggressive he thinks Yarashevsky is. But
well, he's shown he's not been afraid of the old 3-bet. In fact, he's not been afraid of the old 4-bet.
Could go either way with this one. And he will peel again.
Can he get that 8 out of the pack? Oh my word, it's there! It's come right down on the river.
And of course, peeling the 8, sometimes you think you might be ahead, but there's always that thought in your back of your mind, what if I just roll it off? And that's exactly what he does at the river.
Oh, his heart has just skipped a beat there. He knows he's good. And how much more can he get out of this?
I think he's got to check to Yarashevsky as well, because there's a missed flush draw.
No, he's thrown something into the middle there.
35,000.
The thing is, I think he'd be better off letting the bluffs fire off, and also Yarashevsky, we did just see him pot control and check back the ace-7, so maybe that's playing on Savenkov's mind. We just saw him check back an ace on the 3rd street on the river, so maybe he's thinking he doesn't want that to happen.
Makes a call. He does get a bit of value out of it. I do think that Yarashevsky probably would have checked behind, though, in this particular situation, right?
maybe, it depends. Versus the big blind, he may want 3 streets from a hand like ace-king, so he's already demonstrating strength. You've then seen a reshove from the small blind, and the big blind immediately all in. Igor Yaroshevsky, aka Gary, and his range for going all in there is going to be super strong. So it's as I said at the time, I think it's going to be something like jacks, maybe ace-queen suited as well. So tens just isn't doing well. I think it's a tough fold, but a good disciplined fold. I think I agree with letting it go.
Don't you just hate it, Spraggy, when you're down to 20 bigs and you pick up aces?
Terrible.
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 Terrible. Yarkov here,
Call.
loving his life. Just makes the call. Very, very sneaky. Wants to get that double up, maybe even treble up. And we have a new player at the table here, Afanasenka. And because of that flat from Yarkov, we might go 3-way to the flop here. And maybe that's what Yarkov wanted. But, or is he going to be the architect of his own misfortune here by getting a little bit too cute?
I think it's fine to be flatting aces here sometimes. A lot of players and a lot of people watching at home might feel like you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble with the aces. But you've got to remember, he's only 20 big blinds deep. So there's very little that can go wrong. You can jam over flop C bets, you know, you can call if the bet's large and just call off turns. There's really not a lot in terms of mistakes you can make post-flop.
Pot size 37,000. And that has come queen high, and that is a beautiful flop for Yarkov's aces, because his opponent has hit his top pair.
And this is the exact situation where flatting aces pre-flop is going to pay dividends, because you're keeping hands like queen jack in the pot pre-flop. If he shoves, this hand would have folded. Now it's made top pair. It's going to bet. Presumably we're going to see at least a call. Maybe he chooses to raise now. And I think it's very hard, 20 big blinds deep, for Tulyanev to lay down his queen jack.
The youngster puts in 12,000. And now it's back on Yarkov to show us his Hollywood chops here, with a hand that is completely smashing that board. Oh, I'm sure I saw it.
Call.
Yep. Call straight away. Afasenka, I believe, has thrown it into the muck.
The dream turn. The absolute dream turn, because if your opponent was holding an unlikely queen 10 suited, you just got there. Aces and twos beating the queens and tens. Of course, less likely your opponent has pocket twos now as well. So this pre-flop flat call could not be working out any better right now for Yarkov. And Tulyanev decides to pot control the turn. I would imagine once he's checked, it's to try and induce hands like king jack to take a stab here. If he feels like Yarkov was getting involved, a little speculative, he was something like jack 9 suited, maybe for that to bet. Maybe even like an ace 10 would bet to protect itself.
16,500 is the bet. That's got a pretty quick call from Tulyanev, and if it bricks off on the end here, he's going to get another call as well.
Wow!
Oh, no! Oh, Yarkov!
And the perfect trap has just turned to disaster.
The sleepy dormouse at the table. He might look as though he's about to keel over, but his hand has woken up in a big way.
And the problem for Yarkov is, you might expect him to check back here on the paired queen, but with Tulyanev having checked the turn, Yarkov may be putting him on a hand like a 10, or like pocket jacks, and think, okay, the queen's not a great card for me, but Tulyanev checked the turn, I'm going to go for value against those 10x hands, or the pocket jacks.
He's going all in. I can feel it in my water. He's just timing it. He's working out the right time to announce it. He wants the rest of those chips. No, he's checked behind.
Well
That's
played.
a lovely check behind. He's still in the tournament as we go to the break. What a let-off there for Yarkov. What a let-off.
And I think he played that hand perfectly. The aces, I love the flat pre. It kept that weaker hand in. It allowed it to make top pair. He got good value on flop and turn, and he was shaping up for an easy double at the river. And it was only because he hit one of 2 outs that it seems, you know, bad for him that it worked out this way. I love the play.